thought it was a wonderful opportunity to be able to give back to the community, not just my local community, but community in a larger sense, including, the state or the region that I live in. And, ever since I was a young boy in the Boy Scouts, I was taught that you give back more than you receive. And I think that's just a tenet that I live by, and I've always tried to live by.
Actually, I couldn't hardly sleep last night. I was so excited. And then when I got here, I was nervous. I feel so good. When I looked in the mirror, I couldn't believe how I look, because I haven't had my teeth in so long. And so I'm excited. I love it. They said take them out when I don't want to.
There was one last year in Hutchinson that she sat down and needed quite a bit of work. A lot of it was in the front, and so we, got her teeth looking good again. And she was gone about 15 minutes or so, and I was seeing my next patient. She came back and stood at the end of the chair until I was done with them, and then she handed me a card, a thank you card that she had carried with her, and then she had handwritten what we'd kind of talked about and things like that in just a few minutes that we had seen her. We saw her for probably maybe 30 minutes to an hour, and she took the time to go away, and I don't know where she went, but next thing I know, she's back at the foot of my chair, and she's handing me a card, handwritten, filled the whole inside of that card with thank yous, and she appreciated talking about, the different things that we talked about, and handwritten signature of thanks. It was really, it's like, wow, I had to take a break back then, and it just made such a big difference, and it was amazing that she took the time. It seemed like that day we were not getting any appreciation. It just seemed like everybody was just like, oh, I hate being here, I've been so long. And then she did that, and it just made it, your whole day worthwhile.
It's great. They're to be commended. And I heard one man say, a woman would say, oh, God bless you. Thank you very much. And he said, oh, as much as you appreciate it, that's how much we appreciate it too. And I think that's great, that you guys are able to come out and do this. And so many of the customers, the patients, they're really appreciative. And that's one thing that I saw in all the people that I was talking to.
Well, I went to the first project in Garden City, got stuck in the snow halfway there, got out to Garden City to work, and found out it was one of the best things I've ever done in dentistry. Like they say, you get more joy out of giving than receiving, and it's just been very rewarding for me personally. So I've done about every job I think you could do with the Kansas Mission of Mercy. I've spent a lot of years doing fillings for patients, but I've worked triage, and I've been the co-chairman of the clinic that we had in Independence, and then now I'm the assistant to the clinical director at our MOM this year.
Because honestly, like I said, I'm so happy. I can't express I can't even express how I feel. I mean, what y'all have done for me, really, really, because it's been years. I wouldn't smile. I was, afraid to smile. I kept my hand up to my mouth, or I kind of give off a little grin. But now, I'm happy. I'm ready.
This is my 8th KMOM project, but my first as an actual dentist. Well, I started in high school when I thought I was interested in hygiene. I wanted to be a hygienist. I came with my mentor dentist and all of her staff, and fell in love with it, decided I actually wanted to be a dentist. So I went to dental school and came back every year because I love it. I love seeing all of the providers, all of the camaraderie with all of our colleagues. Love seeing the patients. They're always so happy and appreciative, and I feel like I'm really doing something good.
Actually, it was phenomenal. It was amazing to see something so huge come together, really pretty much flawless.
One of the people that I had talked to about helping out here in my circle of friends was the pastor, one of the pastors at my church. And I told him about this, and he is very involved in mission work through our church. And I was talking to him towards the end of his time that he was here and asking him what his experience was. And he kind of summed it up, and I think very appropriately for how I feel too. But he said the one word that he's heard today more than he thinks he's ever heard it in one place in a short period of time was that being told that this was a blessing.
It feels really good, but I'm still hung up on all the ones we turned away. And it's just so hard. But it's so rewarding, I guess. I don't know, it's just really hard to say that. But as you can see, we got some phenomenal volunteers, and they never stop. They just keep on going. Like last night, working till 7 and just giving and giving. And you know, to call a doctor and ask him to come back in today, and he showed up within an hour, and his assistant was right behind him. It's just amazing. I know. That floored me. So I don't know. I just need to say thank you. Everybody was phenomenal.